notification. I never get any.
That's okay.
What
Yeah.
What is the weather like your country?
Oh, freezing.
Freezing. What
It's
is
really
the
cold.
temperature?
Right now,
Minus.
no, it's actually managed to get to 2. It was -6 earlier. It's 2 degrees. I think that's the warmest it's going to get, and then it's going to go down. This evening, I'm going back to my house to teach. I'm not staying here. It's too cold. Yeah, -6, -5, -6,
So
and it's going to be like 2 or 3 degrees.
that means your office and house is same or different?
Sorry?
Your house and office same house, is it?
No, no. I have one house at one end of the garden where I live, and the other house here we use for, my husband has a drum kit, and I have my exercise, my treadmill. We have some gaming equipment, all sorts of things. And I use the kitchen there for my office, and also there's a bathroom. And then my office is on one side of that house. So this is a separate house at one end of the garden, and then there's another house exactly the same size where I live at the other end of the garden. So no, we keep it warm, that house, but not like really warm, not to live in, just warm enough so everything's okay. And if we want to go over there, we can turn the heating up and it can be comfortable, but just so it doesn't freeze.
Yes, this kind of cold weather, I saw the movies, and someplace the people fire, right? They do some fire, put the wood and fire always, is it?
Oh, real fire. Yeah, we have a real fire.
Your house, your house have like this room for fire the wood, and because you want to balance the weather, is it? You want to make hot the room?
Yeah, well, we do have, hang on, I'll show
you. What is called this name? I saw some movie, they fire, the vacate the fire, and
well, let me put this in here, and then I'll show you what we have in, we have it in this house too, but we don't use it because we're not here. So the houses have to be,
wood burning
stove,
wood burning
stove.
It's every house is there, everywhere there, every house they have this
system.
Yeah,
most houses, not the apartments, not the flats in the city, but the houses.
Private houses.
They usually have these. Yeah.
So this okay, if like this you make fire, so that means your room become warm.
Yeah, I mean, we also have
wood burning stove. Wood burning stove.
On the metal chimneys, you also have these sort of radiators like this that go on top of the chimneys, so that the metal chimney goes through the ceiling, and then for the second floor you can have something like this above it, and that gives out heat. I can't see. I can't see a picture.
The smoke go out, right?
The hot air goes through there, and it heats upstairs as well. We don't use it that much because the wood is quite expensive here, because they don't allow you just to take the forest to chop down the forest. Yeah, so you have to actually buy it. So we don't use
the wood.
We only use it if it gets very, very cold. Mostly we use
wood burning
we have 2 of these. I have one in my office. This is what I use. It should be
mobile air conditioner.
Yeah, so like
it is make you warm. The room become warm.
Yeah, this is electric. So I have one. Well, it's pretty much, mine is, well, it's not like that so much. It's pretty much the same as that. We have one like that in the, you can see it uses a
that's the portable.
This goes out of the wall. Yeah, it means you can turn it around.
It is called also air conditioner.
Yeah, this is an air conditioner. Yeah, it can make it
for hot weather.
You can make it do hot and cold. Most air conditioners, it's only in countries.
So that means your country, you don't need to use cool air conditioner for cooling, is it? In the hot weather.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah, a lot of people do. When the hot weather,
when the season change, you become hot weather, so you need to use the air cool also, is it?
Yeah, you can use that. I mean, I don't. I just use a fan like this because I find it very uncomfortable. I find the air very dry. I don't like air conditioner to make you cool. But it's all right it blows warm air. So it's really good for keeping you warm. So this is what we use. It's very cheap too. It's a lot cheaper than
Similar, I have my room air cooler. I use air cooler.
Yeah. If you use something like this for heating, these that should be convector, electric
converter heater.
Convector, it should be. That's better. These things are more expensive to run. Yeah, we do have one of these. We have a couple of these, one upstairs and downstairs for emergencies, but these are very, very expensive to run. So the air conditioner is cheaper to run. And right next to me, I also have so this is electric, but it has oil in it. So it heats up and then it stops using electric and it lets all the hot air come out to you. And then when the oil is cool, it switches on again. So this is cheaper to use too. So right now I've got mine on because I'm quite cold. So I've got one next to me as well for extra heat. And then for emergencies, we have one on every floor. We have a lot of different heating. When it gets very cold, you've got to make sure you keep warm. So if there's no mobile gas heater, so if there's
it is used to gas, is it?
Yeah, it uses bottled gas. That's right. Because I have no fire in here, no wood burning stove here. So if the electric goes off and I need to be warm, I can put my gas heater on. The same in the other house, because we only keep it a little bit warm. If we want to use anything in there, these make heat very quickly and they're very strong. So we use them.
The cold weather, people have to manage only the heater, and they used to drink alcohol, whiskey, like that also. They
Some
make the
people
body.
do. Some people do. It actually makes you colder. Alcohol makes you colder.
Oh, alcohol makes you colder, not make you hot. But smoking, people used to smoke. Is it smoking help you to manage the
no, hot coffee, hot drinks, hot tea.
Hot coffee. I think people started to smoke because of the reason is cold weather, is it? No.
I don't think so, no. I think it's more just because that they like the taste of tobacco. I think that was more why they started smoking. But because we have problems,
I think women in London, women all smoking, is it? Many women smoking in your.
Oh yeah, there's not women and men, just the same amount. I don't know how many people smoke now because the government made cigarettes very, very expensive. It's something like £10 for one packet of cigarettes, something like that.
£10 is expensive, I think.
It's very expensive. So yeah, a lot of people don't smoke anymore because it's just too expensive, or if they do, they get their cigarettes from other countries because it costs too much. A lot of people do smoke a lot of people smoke in India.
Indian women, they not smoke much. Indian women never smoke. Only I saw Singapore, some women they smoke. But
some women
India,
smoke, yeah.
yes, Singapore, because the modern culture. In India, Indian people won't smoke.
Right. Okay.
Maybe if smoke also they hiding, not in the public. If they smoke, also hiding them a bit.
So that you don't do it in public.
Yes, they don't need to.
Even India,
in my village, I think not now. And 20 years ago, if the young boy smoke in front of the old man, they hiding. They never smoke in front of the old man. That is respect.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they won't smoke in front of the father, mother, and elder brother, and not only the family. If anybody in the village is older people, they hiding. They know in front of them, they no smoke. It is.
Interesting.
They feel irrespect. Now also some people still follow that, and I think not only smoke but sit. If example the teacher in front of the teacher, people won't sit the chair.
Oh,
If the teacher
okay.
never sit, we can't sit the chair. If the teachers
Can't sit
after
down.
sit,
Yeah. Oh,
uh,
wow.
yes, my father was a teacher. My father, if I travel with my father, he alight the bus. No, he want to travel the bus. If somebody is
Mm-hmm.
familiar with him, maybe once they saw my father, they suddenly wake up and ask him to sit. This is the
Oh,
respect.
wow.
People sometimes my father go to bicycle also. The time people in front come bicycle, they suddenly alight the bicycle and start good morning. So like that one. But I think nowadays this all changes. Previously, I saw this kind of attitudes.
Yeah, I think a lot of cultures are like merging. A lot of people are getting more like the American culture, or where there's less respect. I mean, it used to be the case that, like, when a woman came into the room, the men stood up.
Mhm.
That used to be the case in Britain. No one
Yes,
does
yes,
that
yes.
anymore. What else would you do for respect? Smoking has never mattered who you do it in front of. Actually, here in Bulgaria, it was considered really rude to walk down the street smoking. You had to stop somewhere to have a cigarette. It was considered very rude to be walking and having a cigarette, which is very strange.
Yes, yes.
Because someone said that to me, because I always used to walk, and when I smoked, I'd walk
Actually,
somewhere.
the cigarette is calm the body and heart. Alcohol, compared to alcohol, because the alcohol is sometimes only, but the smoke every time smoke. I think smoking is a very bad habit.
It is. I mean, I've stopped. I've stopped. My husband still smokes, but that's what he wants to do. No problem. That's up to him. But everyone in my family who's been smoking, they've normally died. If they haven't stopped by about 50 years old, they died about between 60 and 65 years old. Every one of my family, whether it's mother's side or father's side, they all died about that age if they smoked after the age of 50. So I made sure that when I was, before I got to 50, I stopped smoking.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to die in the next few years. They all ended up with cancer. But I mean, it's nothing to say that that was true. It's nothing to say that if I carried on smoking, I would have died. But it's like my husband's family, they've all smoked and they've all lived till like 80 smoking. My mother-in-law still smokes. She's 73. So it doesn't seem to affect them in the same way. But I think maybe it's as important. Like he smokes, but he also does a lot of physical exercise. So I don't know. Yeah, it's bad for you. But then if you do a lot of physical exercise, you can be just as healthy. We got our blood tested, a cholesterol test. Yeah, you'll know what cholesterol is, won't you? Yeah. Cholesterol, it's the fat in your heart. It
Yeah.
stops your,
Good
yeah,
cholesterol and bad cholesterol, is it? I think
yeah,
LHL, DHL, and LHL.
LDL. Yeah, that's
LDL,
right.
LDL.
Well, when you smoke, it can not just give you lung cancer, it can contribute to cholesterol in your blood, in your veins. Yeah. So it stops your blood flowing. And we had, before I left England, we both had a test. And he was really good. His cholesterol levels, great. Heart levels, no problem. Yeah. So he was in really good health and he smoked. And he smoked more than me. So I think it just depends on you as a person, how will you get from doing certain things. It's like you had problems with your
Yes,
heart,
yes.
didn't you? Well, why did you have problems with your heart? What caused that?
Previously, I had smoking, and I drank. When I drank alcohol, I eat a lot, I think.
Mm.
Nowadays,
So
nowadays I control, but only Sundays I drink some whiskey.
Oh
But
yeah. I like vodka and orange, or vodka and lemonade. So it's like that much vodka and that much lemonade, and then I
yes,
take my time over it. Yeah, I'm very careful with things like that. So were you, if you don't mind me asking, were you overweight? Did you have to lose a lot of weight?
weight is normal weight, 75,
Uh-huh.
75 kg.
Oh, that's nothing. So that didn't hurt your heart. It
Yeah,
wasn't that you were
cholesterol, bad
overweight,
cholesterol. The bad
just the
cholesterol,
cholesterol.
uh, bad cholesterol, the vein blockage. Bad cholesterol just suddenly block the vein.
Mm.
Mm.
That's what happened to my my husband's father. But my husband's father was very overweight, he still is very fat, and he had to have do you know what I mean by a heart bypass operation?
Yes, yes, bypass.
It was a big deal, and he had
Now,
to lose some weight.
nowadays they no do bypass as operation. Nowadays they can use the angiogram. Is it? They send the medicine to the vein and clear the
Okay.
blockage.
Oh right. Oh,
I
that's,
think
I think,
bypass
mhm.
operation means they open the the the
Open your
bone.
chest.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes, open your
yeah,
chest.
yeah. It's a big
Mean-
deal.
not easy.
I don't think they could have. He was in such a bad state. He'd already had he had a heart attack at the age of, oh, was it 30 something or 40? He had a heart attack when he was very young. He's
Mhm.
always been very fit, very fat, not fit. He was always been very fat. He's always eaten all the wrong food. So I don't think that putting medicine in his vein would have helped him. Did you know what I mean? His heart was so bad that they had to have an operation.
Yes, but somebody, the doctor say if you have the blockage, I think no need to do operation. Change your food and do exercise. Or I think
Yeah.
they say if you have blockage, the heart, your brain find another way to send the blood. Not every time need to operation or angiogram. But somebody have the live with the blockage until some doctor say from India. His name is, I think I forgot his name suddenly, but he say some hospital they do business for the heart
Uh-huh.
operation. No necessary to do the operation.
I
I,
just
I
think,
have it.
yeah.
1 minute. I have call. Another
Oh, no problem.
English class. You don't know every Sunday have the English class 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, I will call you back. Catch you later. My wife calling.
Oh, do you need to
Okay.
speak to her, or is it
No, no,
okay?
nothing. Hurry. I already spoken to her in the afternoon.
Okay. Oh, I just wanted to know because obviously I didn't want to if there was if it was important or something, I don't want to stop you speaking to your wife.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be a bad thing to
Yes,
do.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yeah, I just think that Charlie's dad was so ill. I mean, he had to lose weight before they'd even operate on him. He was so sick, there's nothing else they could have done with him. And he was just in a really bad, unfit way, and he should still be doing exercise. He bought a treadmill like I've got, and he sold it in the end. He never uses it. Um, I don't know. It's up to him. But he's 80. He was 80 a few days ago, and he's still alive. So I don't know. He seems to be doing all right after the operation, but yeah, he's very unfit, very fat. Charlie, my husband, is the complete opposite. He weighs less than me, and he is extremely fit.
Mm.
So I think it just depends on, like you said, you as a person, what you can do and what you can't do. A lot of doctors I've seen have said it's a very personal thing, what you can do for someone's health. It's very individual because people are so different. Talking of which, I've got to take him to the dentist on Tuesday.
Mm.
He's got bad teeth. His teeth aren't very strong. My teeth, touch wood, are usually quite strong, but his teeth are terrible. So I've got to take him to the dentist. Yuck. Right, what I was going to do today, because we did a lot of pronunciation last
Yes,
time,
maybe
I
we
thought,
can continue the pronunciation.
do you want to do that, or would you like to carry on with that worksheet I sent, the Internet Cats worksheet, because that's got some vocabulary and grammar.
Yes.
So I
Also
thought,
can.
because we did, I thought because we did pronunciation last time,
Yes. So
let's
you mean
do,
the internet C student, is it internet student
the
or
Internet Cats, the Internet Cats.
internet kids? Okay, I will download.
Yeah. So the Internet Cats, if we do question 2 on page 2, because this is a lot of things to do with questions, and it's to do with grammar for making questions. It's also to do with vocabulary, so it's something a bit different.
So we start from warm up, or
we've done that. We did the warm up
we did the warm up.
The
Do you
week
enjoy
before.
watching cat videos
Yeah.
on the internet? Why do you think some people enjoy these videos? What do you
Because
know
we
about
talked
3
about
famous
YouTube.
internet cats in the photos?
Because like you said, you normally watch motivational speakers,
Yes,
not cat
motivational
videos.
speakers, and sometimes I bought movie from, I think yesterday I bought one movie from YouTube. YouTube also they sell movie. We can.
Yeah, they do now, don't they? Yeah, that's right. I
We
prefer
once we
Netflix.
start watch, I think 48 hours must complete. Otherwise they eliminate, they delete.
Oh, really? Okay.
That is called rent. If you rent the movie, I think $4 something. They give you once when you I think 1 month time, anytime you can watch. But once you started to watch 48 hours, they delete the movie. They give you
Oh,
time.
right. Okay, that's a different system.
Yes,
I've got to admit, I prefer Netflix. I like Netflix. It's not that expensive, and you get
yeah,
everything on there.
Netflix is not expensive. The problem, if there is many video, so my mind is no focus one video. One I saw watch again change.
Yeah, there's a lot. It takes a long while to look through them all
Yes,
sometimes.
yes.
Well, as you said, you don't usually watch things like cat videos. This is about 3 evidently famous internet cats. I don't watch cat videos, and I didn't know these, but it's not really so much, although it's about the cats, it's not really, the exercise isn't about the cats.
Yes.
So what I want to do is, shall we go to page 2, and can we do the reading about Grumpy Cat?
Grumpy cat. Okay.
Yeah,
Grumpy
and then we're
cat
going
is
to match the words. Sorry.
Grumpy cat is one of most famous animals of the 21st century. She was born in Arizona in the US in 2012.
Yeah.
Her owner, Tabitha Bunderson. Tabitha
Bunderson.
Bunderson.
Yeah.
First named her Tartar sauce because the kitten. The
Kitten.
The kitten's original orange color reminded her of a sauce at the fish restaurant where she was working. Grumpy Cat and her brother Pocky both had feline
Feline.
feline
Feline is to do with cats.
feline means what?
Dwarfism
Feline
is to do with cats. Feline, if something is feline, it's to do with cats.
do with cats, feline.
Yeah. And dwarfism.
What is a kitten? The kitten's original.
A kitten is a baby cat.
Oh, baby cat. Kitten's original orange color reminded her of a sauce at the fish restaurant where she was working. Grumpy cat. What is the meaning of grumpy cat?
Well, grumpy means not happy. Yeah. And maybe a little angry. So if someone's grumpy, They're not happy. I'm grumpy today. I don't want to do anything. That's grumpy. Yeah.
Oh, grumpy. That means they're not good mood. They are not in the good mood.
Yeah, that's
Grumpy
right.
Grumpy Kate and her brother Pokey both had feline dwarfism. What is that dwarfism?
Dwarfism. A dwarf is a small person. Well, actually, it's a very small person. They're unnaturally small. Yeah. So dwarfism is when you don't grow properly.
Dwarf.
When you, yeah.
Very small person. That means they're shorter than.
Yeah, a very, very short.
Very
so
short.
You know
Common.
that you've seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people, the body they never grow up, but they still married and survival also. Mostly they go to movie or drama, they acting.
Yeah, and they can do very well.
Yes. Because the people in the body have some problem. They have some talent also. God give one problem and balance to give some talent. I think so. So, however, which gave them their unusual appearance. However, neither of them were really grumpy at all. Grumpy quickly became an internet meme after her owner's brother Brian Bunsen posted a photo of her on the website Reddit when she was just a kitten. She was soon appearing regularly on TV shows like Good Morning America, and her pictures were used in books and calendars. Her 2013 book, Grumpy Cat, a grumpy book, made the New York Times bestseller list. In 2014, she started in the film Grumpy Cat. She starred. What is the meaning of starred?
Right. A star of a film is the main actor.
Star of the film.
So to star means to be the main actor in the film. Yeah. So this cat was the main actor in this film. Yeah.
Oh, she starred in the film Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever. She also worked for the cat food brand Friskies. Grumpy. What is the meaning of Friskies?
Friskies is the name of a cat food. Frisky is but frisky is an adjective which means happy and energetic. So if you're like, sometimes my dog gets frisky, like when it's been really bad weather and we haven't been able to go out, she bounces around. Yeah. So it's like, oh, I want to go out. I want to go out. That kind of thing. That's frisky. Yeah.
Oh, frisky. So in 2014, she starred in the film Grumpy Cat's Worst Christmas Ever. She also worked for the cat food brand Friskies. Grumpy was never in front of the cameras for long, and her owner said, "We've never given her drugs to make her easier to handle." Good. In May 2019, Grumpy's owner announced that she had died of an infection. At the time of her death, she had 8.3 million followers on Facebook, 2.4 million on Instagram, and 1.5 million on Twitter. Her owners said that Grumpy had changed their lives for the better, allowing them to spend more time together as a family. Grumpy's fans have missed her, but at least they have some pictures to remember her by.
Now, first thing I want to do is do some pronunciation just with this word. This is owner. Yes, that's right. Not owner, owner.
Owner. No, we no need to pronounce R, is it? Owner.
It's just, it's basically like, seriously, just like that. Owner. But not no W, just O. Owner. That's it.
Owner.
Because you tend to say Warner. Yeah. So it's that rather than Warner, it's owner.
Owner.
That's it.
Owner.
Yeah.
Own. In India, we pronounce owner. I am the owner.
Yes, exactly. And I noticed that was the only word that was really pronounced incorrectly when you're reading. It's that instead of going Warner, it's owner.
Own.
That's it. You got it.
Own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Own.
The rest of us, the only other thing was kitten, but you asked me about that. Now, we've got a load of words there that are in bold and underlines. We've got grumpy, meme, bestseller, drugs, and infection. Underneath the reading, we've got 5 different definitions. So which one of those words is a book or other product that sold millions of copies?
There's a book or other product that has sold millions of copies.
Which word is that?
Kid. I think Grumpy Kid.
Is that grumpy? You see the words in bold in the text. We've got grumpy, mean, bestseller, drugs,
New York,
and infection.
a grumpy book. A grumpy book made the New York bestseller in 2000.
So something that sells millions of books, we call it a bestseller.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we call medicines?
So here, what is the answer?
A bestseller.
Oh, bestseller, a book or
because
the other
that's
product
the word in
that has
bold.
sold a million of copies. Yes, bestseller.
So which one is medicines that are sometimes taken to improve behavior or relax?
Medicines that are sometimes taken to improve behavior or relax. Medicines.
Which word is that?
Medicines, grumpy, however. Christmas, never is drug, easier handle. Infections.
Yeah, you've got the right line there.
Medicines that are sometimes taken to improve behavior or relax. I mean drugs.
Drugs, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't have to mean cocaine or marijuana or something like that. Yeah.
Or drugs means medicine also. Medicines that are sometimes taken to improve behavior or relax. Okay. Next one, there's complaining, easily annoyed, not really enjoying life. I think grumpy, right? Grumpy.
That's grumpy. Yeah. Now you know what
Grumpy.
grumpy means.
Grumpy means complaining, easily annoyed, not really enjoying life. Grumpy.
Yeah.
So next one, a condition caused by viruses and bacteria.
Remember, caused. AU sounds like or. Caused. Yeah.
Caused. So I think it is called infection.
Yes. Yes.
Caused by viruses, bacteria entering the body. So infection. There's an idea that spreads quickly on the internet. Meme. I think
that's a meme. Yeah, there's lots of them. The big meme about Joe Biden right now is "Let's go Brandon." Have you heard of that one?
I don't hear that. What memes?
Let's go Brandon. Okay, let's go Brandon. Right. Sorry, that shouldn't be Brandon. That should be Brandon. Okay, what happened was a lot of people don't like Joe Biden in America. Yeah, there's a lot of people. He's one of the most unpopular presidents ever right now. And people, when he goes to sport events, have started going F the word Joe Biden. Yeah.
Why they don't like him? What is the main reason?
Well, they've got really bad inflation. All the prices have gone up. They've got empty supermarket shelves because no one wants to work because he's paying people to stay at home instead of working. So it's really hard to get food and things. Everything's really expensive. Just the economy is just completely collapsed. Yeah, people are in a bad way right now. So yeah, they're not very happy with what he's done with when Trump left and he took over. So when Biden started, the economy was really good. And since he's been president, he's just absolutely destroyed it. So a lot
So
of people are going,
now people started to like Trump. Trump is good. Is it?
some people, yeah, but mostly people just don't like
Trump,
him.
I felt Trump is an honest person. When he talked in front of the media, he never hide anything. He openly talked. It is whether controversial or you agree or not, but they talk. He talked from heart. He never hiding anything. I believe he's a good person also. Maybe the businessman maybe have some good and bad, but he do the good work for country, but he do the good thing. But people, why? I think the politician, they make the racial issues black and white. Maybe this issue they used to pull him out.
Well, what's happened is because a lot of people have got so unhappy with Biden, like I said, at these big sport events and basketball events and baseball events and racing events, they're going, Joe Biden. Now, at one racing event, there was a racing driver called Brandon, I think, or Brandon someone, I don't know. And there was a CNN reporter. Now, CNN really like Joe Biden. They're his sort of politics. And the CNN reporter was interviewing this Brandon because he just won a race. And in the background, all you can hear was, of Joe Biden, of Joe Biden. And she said, oh, listen, she was trying to cover it up, this reporter. And she said, oh, listen, they're all shouting, let's go, Brandon. When obviously they weren't. They were saying, and everyone could hear it wasn't let's go, Brandon. So what happened was it became a meme. And people, when they wanted to say, of Joe Biden, said let's go Brandon instead, and they had t-shirts with let's go Brandon, which didn't mean that, they meant F Joe Biden. And the poor guy, actually it's been quite sad. Brandon, the racing driver, it wasn't his fault, but he can't get a sponsorship now to go racing. And the worst thing was Joe Biden isn't very, he's very old. I don't think his brain works very well anymore. And the poor guy, he was in the White House, and it was a Christmas thing where people were phoning into the White House to ask the president questions. And one guy phoned in, and at the end of it, he said, let's go, Brandon. So he was being rude to Joe Biden. And Joe Biden said, oh, yes, let's go, Brandon. And you could see the people around him going, oh, because Joe Biden didn't know what it meant. Because Joe Biden, I think he's got dementia. He's not, have you heard him speak? He can't even speak properly. He can't answer questions. It's like his mind isn't there. It's
I think he one time fell down from the aircraft.
Something. But yeah, it's not actually, I don't think it's very nice, because I think the man is sick, and I think he should stop being president. Trump, you might not like him, but he knew what he was saying. He's quite a clever man. I mean, personally, I liked him because, like you said, I wouldn't want to stop and have a cup of tea with him. I don't think I would like him as a friend, but I think he was very good
good for the country, I think.
So that's an internet meme. Let's go, Brandon. Now you know what it means. So if you hear someone say, let's go, Brandon, you know what they're really saying. Just type it into YouTube or anything, and you'll find out what it means.
Let's go, Brandon.
Right. So if we go on now, let's do a bit more. If we go on to page 3.
Page 3.
We have, and I'm just typing it in as we're doing it. Page 3, now we need to make questions up. Remember, we had problems before with questions, so I thought this was perfect for you. So we've got options. Should it be what did or what had? You have to choose each time.
What did or what had Tabitha Benderson first name Grumpy had?
So what should it be? Should it be did or had?
I think what did Tabitha Benderson first
Yes.
name Grumpy Cat? What did?
Second one.
Where did plus was Tabitha Benderson working when Grumpy Cat was born? Where was Tabitha Benderson working when Grumpy Cat was born?
That's right. Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, why, where did Grumpy
Not where. Remember, it's were.
where,
Were.
where,
Yeah, like that. That's right.
were, yes, were. I think I many times you taught me this. I noticed.
It doesn't matter. We'll keep doing it.
Were. Okay. Why did Grumpy and Pokey have an unusual appearance? I think why have an unusual? Why did Grumpy and Pokey have an unusual? I think why were is it?
No.
Why did?
Why did?
Grumpy
Yeah.
and Pokey have an unusual appearance?
Because if it's not a question, if you get rid of why, it would be Grumpy. If it was a statement, it would be Grumpy and Pokey had an unusual appearance. Yeah.
The question should be why did Grumpy and
Yeah, because what we got to do, we're making it did have. Yeah, so we're putting the question with have, but we have to use the auxiliary verb did because this is past simple. Yeah.
past simple? Why did? Yes. Okay, the next one, who did post a photo of Grumpy and Reddit? Who posted? Who posted? I think who did post?
No, who posted?
Who
Who
posted a
posted?
photo of Grumpy and Reddit? So we don't need to use who did
Yeah,
post.
no, because you
I
don't
think
invert in
posted
this
and did
case.
post is similar, is it?
Now, let me tell you, it depends whether it's an object or a subject question. We did this before, I think.
Yes.
So who posted? It might be, what is the answer actually? Who posted?
It is a subject question, is it? Who posted?
Yeah, it is. I'm just having a look. So this is number 4. What was the answer to number 4? The owner's brother. So Brian posted a picture. So this is a subject question. So we don't invert. But if we want so we don't invert, sorry. So we don't use did. If it was an object question, so the answer would be Brian posted a picture of Grumpy, for example. Then if the answer was Grumpy, if the answer is Grumpy, the question would be, who did Brian post a picture of? And now, because this is a object question, now we need to invert. Yeah. So then we do have to have, who did Brian post a picture of? So we only invert and use did if it's an object question, not if the answer is a subject question. Yeah.
Okay. Subject question. So we use who posted a photo of Grumpy on Reddit. Okay, next one. Soon after the Reddit post, where was Grumpy regularly appearing? Soon after the Reddit Reddit post. Where was Grumpy regularly? Who was Grumpy regularly appearing?
Yes. Why?
Because was appearing, is it? Where was?
Yeah.
Grumpy?
Yeah. So it's
Past
past.
continuous.
You got it. I told you this would be a good one. It gets you thinking. Okay. Number 5.
Number 5. How did her owners say that?
How
Grumpy
did her
owners. How did her
That's it.
owners? How did
Owners.
her
Owners.
owners? How did her owners say that Grumpy cat was died? How did her owners say that Grumpy cat was died?
No.
Oh no, had died. Yes.
Because this has got to be past perfect.
Past
She
perfect.
had died of an infection. Yeah. Right. So it's a past perfect question. It happened before the past. Yeah. So her owners in the past talked about Grumpy Cat, but before they talked about her, she had died. Because past perfect comes before past simple.
How
Okay,
did her
let's
owners say that?
owners.
Owners. How did her owners say that Grumpy cat had died?
Yes.
Okay, next one. How did her owners say that Grumpy cat was changing or had changed their life? How did her owners say that Grumpy cat had changed their lives?
Yeah, because this is after she was dead and the owners spoke in the past. That's
Yes, yes.
right. Okay.
How have had Grumpy cat fans felt since her death? How had Grumpy cat fans felt since her death?
Have or had? Sorry, I didn't hear.
How have Grumpy cat fans felt since her death? I think
Yeah.
how have.
How have? That's right. Yes. Okay.
Felt. How? So have, that is present perfect, is it? Have felt.
Yeah. How have they felt? This is present perfect up to now because she's still got fans, even though the poor cat is dead. Yeah. Okay.
But the cat doesn't know she had fans.
No, the poor cat didn't know, unfortunately. Right. Now we've got some more, we've got a great exercise later on to make some more questions that we can do. So we can do that. We can do some pronunciation and look for another vocab grammar sheet. I'll put that as well. Look for another vocab grammar sheet. It's a good one. The next one is like the second part of this is a bit more like a game, which is you've got to ask the right questions. You've got to make the right questions to find out the information, and we can do that next time after some pronunciation exercises. Does that sound good for you?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Right, so we'll do pronunciation first and then we'll go from there next time.
We need to continue the pronunciation. Yes.
Yep, no problem. Okay, so I will see you same time next week. Don't work too hard. Let's hope all these restrictions go away. That would be brilliant. Yes. And I'll see you in London next week.
Yes, next week. Thank you. See you again.
Bye, Shan.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Take care. Thank you.